Hello, Ducks fans. Welcome to another episode of the Quack Report. My name's Carter. I'm joined by Nate, and we are going to talk some Ducks hockey, I suppose.
And I am underdressed apparently for the occasion. I'm here wearing a TQR sweatshirt, trying to rep the show in that, and Carter's in here wearing a button-up shirt, just making me look just classless. I didn't realize that this was, like the TNT panel. We were supposed to get dressed up and that type of shit.
I'm here just trying to, be respectable and presentable to the people so that, we can be taken seriously. And here you are bringing us down with your backwards hat and your screen printed graphic sweatshirt and your untrimmed, unkempt beard. And
whoa, okay, hey, no, now you cross the line. Now you cross the line. You know that if anything, the beard is being taken care of for the day.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I know. Also, I'm pulling the old the old 2020 business meeting with, business upstairs.
Please tell me you're just wearing your boxers. No. I'm disappointed.
No. No, because I would totally forget, and then I would stand up to just adjust something, and then just flash the whole, I was gonna say universe, but internet, I guess.
Yeah, Twitch especially wouldn't like that.
No, yeah, probably not. But then maybe I could sell my bathwater.
Yeah, that's true though. That's true.
I know that.
I don't remember. Happened. I don't even I'm not on Twitch too often to be quite honest with everybody.
But when you are, you're browsing for bathwater.
Yeah, totally. No, yeah. I don't have that type of money, man. Jeez, come on. But no, there was someone who was streaming, and they were I think they were drinking on their stream kind of thing, and they their entire channel got shut down because of it.
Damn.
And everyone's just like, really? You're doing this from your own house? You can't stream and have a beverage from your own house? Come on.
Yeah, that's wild. Because we stream on Twitch, and every once in a while, well, I guess no, that's usually for the watch-alongs that we'll have.
Yeah,
a beverage for the game. I guess it's not really for episodes, but yeah.
And I guess the watch-alongs as well on the THPN channel, I don't think go to Twitch.
I believe it's just YouTube.
I think they're doing Facebook now too.
Is it Facebook?
Yeah.
Too? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But YouTube's got
shows how much attention I pay when we're streaming, but
but by the way, this isn't alcohol that's filled up this entire thing. I promise. This is just water.
We gotta put that as a disclaimer now.
If everybody could sniff it, I would offer it to you. Which I got a good story about offering somebody to sniff a beverage here in a second if you want. But
well, yeah. Actually, how often does that come up? So yeah, I'm kind of intrigued.
I'm trying to even remember now. Actually, if you were there or if I'm just
no, I absolutely wasn't. And well, unless it was years and years ago, then possibly. But if it's recent, okay.
It was years and years ago.
Gotcha.
But yeah. Anyway, though, that would just. The whole thing of just getting your channel just shut down because you had an adult beverage on a stream from your house is kind of flabbergasting. I don't remember who it was that happened to, but
yeah, it must have had something to do with it being a stream for kids or open to kids or something like that.
Yeah,
because it would be weird otherwise.
But isn't everything on Twitch technically open?
I have no idea.
Kids, but
yeah, I'm not sure how that works. Yeah. I know on YouTube specifically, you can say, oh, this video is made for kids or not, and then if it's a parent making a channel for their kid, they can say oh, this is only for only show them kids content kind of thing. So if it was
and
maybe, but I don't know if Twitch is
turned off on.
Yeah,
I have seen those channels before. The comments are turned off and everything like that too. So, no. The story though of offering somebody to sniff my drink. So this was this is where I'm confused that if you were there or not, because it shows that we both played together and not, I think. Did we play a show together in the same band for Spectrum at all? I'm trying to remember now, actually.
In the same band? I don't think so.
Okay, so a little bit of
Yeah.
backstory for everybody. This is going to go like literally way back to like the start of Carter and I's friendship. So we were both
The
drummers
very
in different
beginnings, the
bands.
pre friendship, honestly. Like,
Yeah, pre-friendship. It was like pre-friendship and then it was friendship because there was like the year after kind of thing.
yeah.
But yeah, so we were separate. We were different drummers for different bands that played one after the other at this downtown like summer festival basically in our hometown. And then we recognized each other in it was a grade 10 math class, I think, and just
Mhm.
kind of hit it off there. So,
Yeah.
but then Carter had joined another band or it had joined the band that I was drumming for. He took over drumming. I flipped to guitar at that point, and
And also, just
yeah,
for the record as well, he recognized me from the band, and so he was like, "Oh, hey, aren't you the drummer from this band?" And I was like,
and
"Yeah, what,
Carter
you a
went, "Who
fan or
the
something
fuck
like
is
that?"
this kid?"
Yeah, I was like, "You want like a picture? You want me to sign something? Like, what's up?"
He's like,
what do you
"Who's this
want?"
leprechaun that's talking to me here in my class?" Jesus.
Yeah.
This kid looks like he's in sixth grade. Like, why is he in a grade 10 math class right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Also
anyway,
predated the beard, but yeah, sorry, continue.
yes, it's very much predated the beard. Yeah, so like you went further down into downtown. There's like only like a block or two from like the stage that we played on, right? And there was Central Park. So anyway, it was myself and one of our later bandmates, Drew. At least like I do remember it was at least us two. But I feel like there was others around as well. Anyway, so I was really if you know anything about me, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned this on the show before, I love root beer. I'm an absolute slut for root beer. Let's put it that way.
That's a
And
way to put it.
yeah, and so anyway, there were these root beers though that I really liked. I don't even remember what they were called. But they were just like these vanilla cream root beers, just really good. And they came in a glass bottle.
Mhm.
Sweet. But it was also like the brown stained glass bottle, so it looks like a beer
Oh yeah,
bottle.
yeah.
And so I'm drinking out of one of these. Doesn't even matter that I'm underage at that point. I'm just drinking one of these in a public park in the middle
Mhm.
of downtown, and a cop who's, walking around patrolling, sees this underage kid with a brown glass bottle in his hands, and rightly so goes, "I'm gonna go see what's up here."
Yeah, yeah, no, like, no, not blaming
And
him by any means. Yeah.
yeah, no, not by any means. So, and yeah, so the cop comes up and he's like, "Hey, so what's that you got there?" And I was like, "Oh, it's just it's a root beer." I showed him the label, and like, and then I offered it to him to smell as well, just to be like, it's what I'm saying it is, kind of
Yeah.
thing, right? And so the cop takes a sniff of it, and turns out he loves root beer too. And he's like, "Dude, like that smells amazing. Actually, where'd you get that?" I'm like, "Literally just at the convenience store, like across the street here." And he's like, "Oh, okay, sweet, thanks." And he goes off in that direction, like directly for the place.
Yeah, turns the lights on, pulls a donut in the middle of the road. Yeah. At least he wasn't like, "Oh, sorry, gotta confiscate that. This obviously smells like beer," and then just like slams it back.
Yeah, right.
It's like, "Oh nope, I guess I was wrong. Sorry, kid."
There was a friend of ours that was, or is, a cop, I should say, who did something similar to that though to my sister. So Stampede is like the rodeo and carnival and that kind of stuff. It's always a block away from my childhood house, and so anyway, my mom and my sister were heading over, or they were walking out of it, one or the other. And my sister had this like corn on the cob basically, and our police officer friend sees them, was like talking with them for a little bit, and my sister's maybe I think like 8 years old at this point. And the officer like it seems like he's kind of joking a bit of like, "Oh, hey, can I have a bite of that?" kind of thing. And my sister, being 8 years old but also thinking that it's a joke, goes, "Yeah, sure," and offers it up to him, and he takes it, and he takes a couple big bites, gives it back to her, and it continues on. It was actually our
Wild.
resource officer for a little bit as well at our high school, Officer Chow.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay,
who it
gotcha.
was.
Yeah.
Awesome,
No,
dude.
that
Awesome
makes
dude.
sense now that you put the name to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good dude. He was my dare officer as well way back, and
Yeah, he was mine
whenever
too.
you had to do that. So yeah, I think he was one of the only guys that did it. And for those that don't listening, what did it stand for? It's like drugs are really excellent or something like that. I'm kidding. Oh yeah, we're getting taken off Twitch 100% now.
I'm actually what did that? Drug abuse resistance education. That's what it was.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I was obviously that part didn't stick anyways. So
Dare really like had me thinking, that like I could just turn the corner and some random dude would just jump out at me and just go, "Hey, you want to buy some cocaine?"
Yeah,
I've
right?
never had that happen to me. Like, it seemed
Literally
like
not
like
once.
a daily occurrence, like a daily battle against drugs, and I'm just like, "What?" Like this isn't at all how they set it up to be.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
disappointed.
Yeah. Like literally not even once have I ever like seen illegal drugs like ever. So like besides in movies obviously, but like,
and even then that's not illegal drugs.
Yeah, well yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't either actually.
So like really not that common, but it was like it was basically a program designed to like scare 10-year-old kids into like being absolutely mortified of drugs and like the people around them and stuff like that, and like how they're just like they all made like horrible life choices and now like they just like live on the streets and life sucks and nobody loves them kind of thing, and like they're super dangerous, so you got to avoid them. And like it was really fear mongering, but
yeah. But as you got older as well, because like it wasn't like the Dare program again and again kind of thing, but you had similar things like of an officer or somebody like coming in and talking to your school or whatever. And like as you got older though, it definitely got more realistic, but also showed you like, hey, like especially if you go down this path, like this is what like the effects are of this or that sort of thing, right? So like it became more relevant, I guess, or more realistic, less fear mongery, more educational, which is good. So
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, how do we get to this point already?
Not a clue, man. We've been all over the place. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna continue just for one more thing.
Yeah.
Because I came across this highlight about like 5 minutes, 10 minutes before we went on air. And I'm like, this can't even wait for what's quacking or anything like that.
Okay.
This needs to get brought up right at the start of the show.
At least we're tying it back to hockey, so that's good.
Yeah.
Or sports at some point.
Partially. I want to show you what I consider to be a textbook shoulder check.
Okay.
All right. Like shoulder to shoulder, just perfectly timed shoulder check. All right, take a look at this and the poor kid's hairstyle here as well.
Oh my god!
Just so if you're watching this, you got it. But if you're not, I'll describe it to you here. Like he's coming alongside, right? Perfect, unsuspecting, and then boom, shoulder to like elbow height. It's perfect. Knocks him cleanly, and just continues on. It's fantastic. So let's watch this one more time here. And you know what? I'm even going to make it a little bit slower even than it already is. Oh,
perfect.
In the video itself already here. Let's throw it to half speed of what I'm assuming is already like half speed. So we're gonna go like quarter speed.
Now I want you to narrate it as if this is like a.
Oh my god! No, okay, that's too slow. That's too slow.
Yeah, 75. And 75. While it's going on, narrate it as if it's a Department of Player Safety like video.
So I have to be like monotone.
Yes.
I don't even know if it's possible for me to be monotone. To be honest with you,
you just gotta not care.
I just have to not care.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm going against everything I stand for here. All right. As you see, the player is skating alongside and puts his shoulder into the opposition's elbow, knocking him over. This is a shoulder check. This is clean.
Clean? I didn't have the puck. I mean, guy with the good hair didn't have the puck. Sorry.
Right. Sorry.
Ruined it.
Sorry. However, the player who received the hit did not have the puck and did not have it anytime recently. This is interference.
There you go.
The Department of Player Safety gives this beautiful blonde kid a $5,000 raise per day.
Wouldn't that be nice, hey? Where did you obviously I know where you found that, but like what did you actually pull that up like 5-10 minutes ago?
Yeah, I did. It straight up was on my recommended videos on YouTube.
Oh god.
If anybody is like,
you're probably like
especially if you're listening, you are very confused right now. What it was, and it does tie to the conversation earlier. So Carter and I have been in a couple different bands together, and that was one of our band's very first, and I think, no, I think we had another music video. Was our very first music video, though, that we recorded in a park. And if you're just listening, the scene was Carter had our bass player was piggybacking like Yoda on his back, our bass player, and I was walking beside with a guitar in hand as well. And I do remember us filming this completely unsuspecting. I just decided to lay a body check on the two of them from a foot away. I'm honestly impressed that I even knocked like the both of you down kind of thing.
Well, I was giving someone a piggyback,
but even so, the weight difference alone at the time, especially, was I was surprised. So
fair,
but yeah, clean shoulder check there by a 16-year-old Nate Thomas, I think.
16, maybe 17.
Yeah. Listening to the recording, though, my God, it was we thought it was one of the best things ever at the time. It sucks, and we only have ourselves to blame because we did
we did it
ourselves.
All. Yeah, unfortunately,
there was no such thing as a click track yet for us, like a metronome.
Yeah, or any sense of quality at all.
Yeah, I think we recorded that. Well, the drums especially, we recorded in your house. I remember, and it was in your drum room that was not soundproofed at all.
Wooden floor, the squarest room you've ever seen. Nothing on the walls, nothing else hardly in the room.
Sound bouncing like a motherfucker, basically.
with 3 microphones that were worth a combined total of maybe $150. 4 microphones.
Maybe something like that.
Maybe 200, but yeah. Anyways, we got so far off the rails there. Welcome to the Quack Report. If you've been around for a while, you are used to just whatever we talk about is what we talk about, whether it's hockey related or not. If you're new, then this is, what you can look forward to for the rest of the season, and then multiply it by about 3 or 4 or 5 for the off season.
Not usually for this long into an episode.
No, but it happens. We don't have a whole lot going on these days with Ducks hockey, and a whole lot that we, have to say that's anything new that we haven't said at least
we're 74 games
5 10 times already. So but yeah, with that I guess in mind, let's hop into, as you said, game 74 against the Colorado Avalanche.
This game went about as you would expect.
Pretty much.
It's exactly what I predicted of you are not going to get the same game that you had back in January against the Colorado Avalanche.
Well, I wouldn't say exactly as you predicted, because you said 5-2 and it was 5-1. So not quite exactly, but pretty close.
So close on that. God damn.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I was too. I said 6-1 Colorado. So,
yeah.
we're each off by a goal, one way or another. So, but yes, we'll say 95% as you predicted.
The premise of what was going to happen in the game.
Besides the amount of goals.
The shit stomping on the Ducks is what I predicted.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was very much right.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't bet on it because every time I bet on the Ducks to lose, that's when they win. So
and we don't want that.
Stop losing money on that.
Yeah, which is smart. There was a good chunk of the game where we didn't, or of the second period, sorry, where we didn't have a single shot on goal. I think it was maybe 10 or 11-ish minutes in before we got our first shot of the second period.
Yeah, it was a long time.
Yeah, so it's no secret that second periods are the bane of the Anaheim Ducks' existence. But this was definitely a newer. Well, it's not even really a new low. No, it's happened before this season, I'm sure. So, but it was just it just really speaks volumes, I think, to how this game went as a whole.
Yeah.
So, and then somehow we ended up with, I think, like 8 or 9 shots in the period. I don't care to look it up at this point. But, you know, a lot of them were like, okay, 1, 2, 3 shots. And then 1, 2, 3 more shots. And then.
Yeah. It was all like rebound chances.
Yeah.
Or that kind of thing.
In that period. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, Colorado deserved to win a meter 77.4% of the time they take this one. So yeah, makes sense to me. Even that seems low, honestly. Like I can't imagine this game going really any other way unless I mean, I guess like the 22.6% of the amount of times that Gibson wins, or sorry, the Ducks win this one, it's because of John Gibson. And he just puts up like stellar save after stellar save and gets a shutout. Like that's really the only way, because I don't see us getting any more goals here. So
no, I don't either. So was Johansson? Jonas Johansson was in net for Chicago there. Yeah, putting up a .967 save percentage.
Chicago, yeah.
What?
You said Chicago.
Oh, did I? Sorry, Colorado.
Yeah. Colorado, yeah. Let's not confuse the people here. I'm sure they're already like dazed after the 20-minute opening that we have.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, he made a couple good saves for sure. Like ones that were like, oh damn, like okay, like yeah, he robbed a goal there.
Yes, that's a good
point. Like not to slight him, but he definitely didn't have a. I say this when the Ducks have 30 shots on net. Yeah, he didn't have a tough night though. Like it was a lot of fairly easy shots, I would say.
Yeah,
so.
Like do you have the medium, high, low danger?
Yeah, it was it was 10 high danger shots against for Johansson.
Okay.
The only goal against was a high danger one, but otherwise it was 12 low danger, 17 medium, which like is pretty usual. Like it's like kind of like more your average, not for the Ducks, but just
in general.
In general, yeah, exactly. So,
yay, we're average.
Yeah, for once. But yeah, he played a great game on the opposing side. So however, when we're talking about shots though, I did have to make a self-inflicted, I guess, kind of joke. I'm trying to see if I can. Oh yeah, here it is. I tweeted out with him to tell it as it is, the Avalanche podcast here on THPN, though. I said, with a minute left in this game, the Avalanche only have 43 shots on the Ducks. And then I put the gif of, why can't I remember his name? The teacher from The Simpsons, or the principal, sorry, from The Simpsons, just with the pathetic. I had to put that gif there. So, and got a reply back. They were just like, it's a back-to-back. Give us a break.
Yeah, only 43 shots. How embarrassing. If you're not racking up 50 shots on the Anaheim Ducks in a game, like, what are you doing?
If you're not racking up 50 shots in the Anaheim Ducks, mid.
Yeah.
You're not even going to sniff the second round.
No. Hell, it might not even make the playoffs. Stanley Cup? Fuck no.
Playoffs? You're talking about playoffs right now?
Yeah. The one bright spot here was the Derek Grant goal that was scored in the first period. Am I crazy in remembering that this was the first goal of the game?
You are not crazy in thinking that. I can see why you would think that you were, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. 5 unanswered by the Colorado Avalanche.
Yeah, because how often does that happen? That one, the Ducks score first, and two, Derek Grant is the guy to get us the lead and the first goal of the game.
Yeah. Off of, if you would have told me that Cale Makar would turn the puck over in his own zone to Jakob Silfverberg, who would then send a perfect pass to Derek Grant, who would then actually put it in the net to score the first goal of the game, I would have laughed at whoever told me that. There's no way I would have thought that, but that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, but yeah, and the Ducks held that lead for a grand total of like 3.5 minutes.
Hey, it's we held
the lead for 3.5 minutes. About
they could have let it in like right off the next face-off, like 10-15 seconds later. So that's about 3:15 longer than I thought.
Oh man, can you tell I'm just having? I'm just like
You're
I'm
just like,
just
whatever
like
at this point.
it's not happening. Obviously, right? It's
Yeah.
just every game that we lose is two things: one step closer to potentially Connor Bedard, and two, just this. I feel like a lot of players even feel like this. Just this train wreck of a season kind of being done. You can actually like it makes sense then to look forward to next year and
Yeah.
that kind of thing. It's also, one game closer to we don't have to deal with Dallas Eakins anymore. I
That's three
swear to
things.
God, though, it's three. I swear to God, though, if he comes back, if that man comes back,
I don't even want you to put this
I
out into the
don't
universe.
know what I will do, to be honest with you.
Yeah. The fact that you even like spoke those words just like gives
There,
me nightmares.
I knocked on wood.
Okay.
My desk has made wood.
Good.
So.
Yeah. No, I've been slamming my hands all over it. Well,
Yeah.
You were talking because I was like, what the fuck's this guy doing? So,
but I swear to God, Pat, if you're listening right now, I swear to God, dude.
Verbeek, we don't ask for much, okay? This is all we'll ever ask for ever again. This is it. That's all. That's it. This is like our one wish. This is the equivalent of finding a genie lamp and rubbing it, and the genie pops out and says, "I will grant you 3 wishes." And you say, "Hold up, I only need 1. No more Dallas Eakins in Anaheim, please God." Or genie, please genie, I guess. The other 2, I don't know. Go find some like poor orphan and just give him one or 2 of the wishes. Like I don't need him. This is all I need.
wouldn't mind a Connor Bedard and I don't know, another like top 4 defenseman. Sure.
Well, yeah.
I'll go with those, but like,
but yeah, like if
the big thing though, if like those are too much to ask for, please at least just get me the Dallas Eakins one.
Yeah, because like there's certain rules when it comes to wishes. Like you can't wish for more wishes. You can't wish for like infinite life or something like that.
Yeah, or to bring somebody back from the dead.
Or to bring someone back, and like you can't like wish for physical harm and or death or anything to be on somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, the like the standard ones. So if Connor Bedard is thrown in there, like sorry, like I don't control that. Like that is at Gary Bettman's whim where Connor Bedard goes. So, but what I can do is get rid of Dallas Eakins, and that we'll give you your best chance.
Say less, fam. Say less.
Yeah.
That's what the genie just pulls out an Anaheim Ducks and he's just like, dude, I'm fucking right there with you.
Yeah. I've been waiting for someone like you. You're the chosen one. Inside his lamp, there's like a scrawling of Wild Wing on there.
No, yeah, the wall inside the lamp is just the Wild Wing jersey of like him popping out of the ice.
Yeah.
It's just the wall is a mural of that.
It's just that like wallpapered all around. Could you imagine? Okay, if somebody finds like legit Wild Wing wallpaper, I swear, fuck my damage deposit. I'm putting it on this wall.
Dude, we can just go get that made.
Oh, can you?
Pretty
okay,
sure.
I take that back. I thought it would be way less common.
Or we just get we'll just get like a massive like not a poster, but like a banner basically that we can just like drape over it.
Oh yeah, but you see, I want it to be like actual like the style of like 80s wallpaper where it's like that kind of off-white cream color and there's like random like what's this one, vertical stripes that are just like a garbage color of blue.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I gotcha now.
Yeah, like I know that like everybody can see what I'm talking about now because like everybody has seen that wallpaper before. I want that. just like absolutely.
I'm sure it could get styled that way. We could make this happen.
Yeah. No, probably. Yeah.
We got Way in the chat tuning in at the right moment saying hello. What's going on, Way? Good to see you.
What else do we have for this game here? You already know about Silfverberg being all over the net tonight.
Yeah, I thought he looked really good in this game against the Avs. He didn't pot a goal, but he did get the assist, like you were talking about on the Derek Grant goal there, and tied the team for the most shots on net in this game with nice. 4, which tied with Grant and McTavish. And his expected goal percentage 5-on-5 in this game was ridiculous, an 86.36%,
Oh wow.
leading the team. So he's an expected goals for of 1.69, expected goals against 0.27. Sorry. And I'm
Very
just going to
good.
double check. I think that might have been, that led both teams actually.
Oh wow.
So yeah, Silverberg was all over the net. Just couldn't buy a goal, unfortunately, to save him there. But yeah, I thought he was looking really good. So, and judging by what I was seeing as well on Twitter, that's a lot of people were thinking that too. So it was that was like one of the few bright spots out of this game, I think. So
yeah, for sure. Hopefully, just is a nice confidence boost going into next season.
Yeah, here's hoping.
So, yeah.
Yep.
And for the rest of this season, I suppose. But yeah.
There's still a few games left. Eight games left.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, Jack Johnson of the Avs, defenseman there, got his first goal since, is this right? October 13th of 2021?
That is correct.
Damn. How many games has he played in there?
I will double check.
This is what good old Stat Muse is good for. I love him for this.
I got it right here.
Oh, you do? Oh.
Well, we can just add, because that was the first game of the year. That year.
Oh, I guess. Yeah.
And then his most recent game, Colorado, I don't think has played a game since. Yeah, by the looks of it, they haven't. So last season he played in 74 games. And this season he's played in 58 with Chicago, 60 in Colorado. I forgot he got traded at the deadline there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so bust out the calculator here because I can't do that.
Okay. 146?
148.
148. Well, yeah, in total. But yeah, 146 without a goal then.
Oh, yeah. I guess, yeah. 146 games without a goal.
Yeah. I didn't do quick mental math, by the
way.
I did just look it up.
Nearly 2 full seasons, because if you were to play like a full 82 game schedule for 2 years in a row, it's 164 games.
Yeah. And this was this would be basically the end of the second season. So he hasn't really missed a game in there at all then.
Yeah, because 58. Oh, geez, it's off. 74 games. Yeah, he's played. So
okay, yeah. So yeah, wow. So that's fun.
Yeah, it's just more a fun stat, and I'm just like, of course it's against the Ducks. Of course it's against the Ducks, right?
Yeah, of course.
So,
let's just out of curiosity, longest active goalless, or maybe goal drought.
To be fair, he is like a second at best, third line pairing defenseman, and he's not known for his goal scoring. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah,
like the guy's got 73. Okay. He's got 73 goals in 1,098 games in the NHL.
Oh wow.
Like, I knew he had been around for a while, but damn.
Yeah.
Almost 1,100 games. Good on him. 318 points. He's a lot more known for his assists. Let's put it that way. 245 in that span.
Yeah. Yeah, fair. Okay, Stat Muse apparently can't handle streaks yet, so guess we're not in, but.
And I forgot how high he was ranked drafted as well. 3rd overall in 2005 to the Carolina Hurricanes.
Wow,
forgot about that.
Yeah, no, me too. Yeah,
remember for some reason my cousins and I, we loved having playing as whatever team Jack Johnson was on. I don't remember why, but we did. It's everybody wanted to have Jack Johnson, the team with Jack Johnson, if it was available to grab. So
interesting. Yeah.
Let's hit the chat here really quickly. Way saying, I got my first jersey, Mighty Ducks purple and teal recently, so I'm flourishing. Nice.
Good stuff.
Perfect. I just hung mine up for the show, actually. Perfect. I like it. We also got Reneel in the chat saying hi. What's going on, Reneel? Good to see you.
Hello, hello. You got anything else to add about this game?
Nah, like I said, it's about what you would expect heading into this one. Yeah. It's what I pretty well predicted it to be on the last episode. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
we
it is what it is.
Yeah, we got him one more time on April 9th, which is
the 3rd
2 weeks ish from today.
I looked ahead. I think it's not this coming Sunday, but the one after.
The Sunday after. The Sunday of the Easter long weekend, I suppose.
Yeah. So yeah, April 9th. So
yeah,
that'll be game
days.
7. That'll be game 80. Sorry.
Okay. So just a couple left after that. So yeah, we get to do this all over again. We get to, experience what it's like to just be steamrolled by the defending Stanley Cup champions one more time.
Yeah. And I feel like we're just going to see like steamrolling by playoff teams a few times here coming up here.
Oh, probably. Yeah. So. We've got a pretty not pleasant schedule coming up, but we'll get to that.
Especially this week.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, we'll definitely get to that a little later on in the episode. First, I guess let's do a little bit of news. Should take us to about halfway.
Yeah, sure.
We did. Yeah, sure. I'll hit a couple points here. Trevor Zegras listed as day-to-day, suffered a lower body injury against the Colorado Avalanche. He left during the second period, did not return. It's been said he will be out still a day-to-day, I think, for a bit. Like they haven't. I thought I saw something today. So probably didn't save it, but like he won't be traveling with the team. Is that right?
No, he is going to be traveling with the team. It's it's somebody else that, or I guess two people.
Oh, okay.
That won't be traveling. The one
gotcha.
I don't have.
That's what I got.
Here. The other one is Adam Henrique. That's not going to be traveling with the team. So
okay, which he's been out for a while now.
Yeah, I think he's back skating with the team, but he won't be joining them on the trip. So
okay, yeah. So yeah, in a I guess somewhat corresponding move, the Ducks recalled Andre Schuster from the San Diego Gulls to come up. Obviously, not like a direct replacement for Trevor Zegras because, well, Zegras and Schuster, but in terms of position as well. But yeah, just seeing what we got with him for the rest of the season in his third stint with Anaheim, as we talked about already, because he was part of that Klingberg trade when we sent Klingberg to Minnesota. So, this is Pat Verbeek just saying, like, screw you, Nate, for saying that this, like, screw you in particular for saying this was a bad trade. I'm going to sign Nestorenko to a basically 1-year entry-level deal. And
I'll take
Andre
the
Schuster
Nestorenko.
Is going to play.
I'll take the Nestorenko. Like I said, like if he, because at the time he wasn't signed. If he got signed, and it, seemed to work out, which, I mean, only a few games in, seems like a good piece for the future, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then okay, there's a bit more justification to it. Mm-hmm. But at the time, it was Nestorenko's unsigned, and you're getting a pick in like 3 drafts from now.
Yeah.
That's like middle of the pack. And a guy who has been playing entirely his season this year in the AHL. Couldn't crack the Minnesota Wild defense.
What do you mean couldn't crack the Minnesota Wild defense? That's like the one position they're deep at.
Were they, especially at the start of this year, though?
Yes.
They were going through a few different guys.
Yeah, because they had a lot of guys that could play.
Right. I'm saying, though, the Wild sucked at the beginning of the year. Remember? It was them in Vancouver for like who could, like, for whoever was like the first one to actually pick up just any type of win in the season.
Yeah. And then after that, they figured it out. Now they're like, what, first in the division?
Yeah. Either way, the guy's been stuck in the AHL for the entire time.
Yeah. Anyways, I hope that he comes in and he just tanks this team all the way to Connor Bedard, and this 4th round pick in like however many years also turns into like just the biggest steal of the whole draft, so that one day you'll just say, you know what? I was wrong. John Klingberg trade was the best deal Pat Verbeek ever made.
Well, I mean, if he sucks, besides the idea of tanking, if he sucks, then that's not a good deal.
It is if it gets you to the promised land.
But how many times are you trying to go to the promised land?
Once, and it's this fucking season, and that's why we got him.
Fine.
What's it? What do they? It's like the Egyptian, afterlife, the field of reeds. And because we're ducks, we want to go to the field of reeds, which is full of Connor Bedards. Getting all spiritual up in here.
Oh man.
I don't know why I feel the need to defend the John Klingberg trade so much, but I just
don't know either. Is it because Shattenkirk didn't get traded and you're salty that there wasn't a chance at McDoubles?
Potentially. Yeah, like subconsciously. Yeah.
To be fair, after the initial reaction, I guess, I do kind of wonder what Shattenkirk would have gotten. I do kind of wonder.
If Klingberg got an unsigned draft pick, Andre Schuster, and a 4th round pick in 4 years.
3 years.
3 years. Sorry. Yeah. I don't even know if it's like worth the price of admission to even like pick up the phone to answer a call about Kevin Shattenkirk. It's like those emails you get at work that you're just like, you just see the subject line and you're like, I'm not going to waste my time reading this. And you just hit the delete button right away. It's like the subject line is like proposal for Shattenkirk ? And you're like, no, this is like, we're good. I know that's not going to be worth
Your
it.
boss right now is listening to the playback of this and they're about to pause it and come into your office and go, so what emails are you ignoring, huh? Is this why this isn't done? Because you've been ignoring the email? Let me see your trash bin.
4 unread emails and it's all from them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so anyway, speaking of the AHL, let's talk about his AHL numbers this year because that's where he's been. For the Iowa Wild and the San Diego Gulls combined, he's played 46 games this year. He's put up 3 goals and 14 points and has sat in the box for 41 minutes this year.
Nice.
Just to give you an idea. So, and as we said as well, he has played with Anaheim in the past. Specifically, he played with Anaheim just last year. He also played with Tampa Bay last year.
Way longer ago.
It does. Yeah. He also played with Tampa Bay last year. So combining those two teams in his time last year, played in 38 games, scored 1 goal, and had 6 points.
Most importantly, was the 1 goal with Anaheim?
Nope, it was not actually, because a little bit farther down, if you continue to read the outline there, yes. I have as a Duck in 2018-19 and the 21-22 season. He's played a combined 28 games for the Anaheim Ducks, putting up 0 goals and 5 points.
Okay, yeah. Nope, makes sense.
He will wear number 29 for the Ducks this season. If he
gets in honor of him playing in his 29th game as a Duck.
Does somebody have 92? Because that's what he wore, I think, last time.
I feel like someone does. Yeah. Oh, no.
Who?
Maybe not.
Nope.
I was thinking Nestorenko, but he's 62, is he not?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably what I was thinking of then. Does somebody have 92?
I can't think of it.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah. Pat Verbeek was just like, you know what? We need a couple more jersey sales here. And, I don't want people to recycle their 92 Schuster jerseys.
Yeah.
I want them to get a 29 Schuster jersey.
Yeah. Which, I mean, you just take out a few stitches and, switch the place of the numbers. But
yeah. You just pull Fanatics on it. That's all. It's all good.
Yeah, exactly. Just order an old 92 Schuster from Fanatics, and there's a 50% chance that everything else is right, and they just switch the numbers.
There was really quickly on the Fanatics thing. There was somebody. I was watching the Flames and Kings game last night, and there was somebody in the stands that the camera had looked at that was wearing one of those like cut down the middle and sewn together type jerseys. And they took 2 Fanatics jerseys of, the Flames and the Kings, sewed them together. Someone shared it on Twitter and was like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "It looks like something that Fanatics would sell."
Yeah. Yeah. Not sell. They would sell a Flames or a Kings jersey, and then this is what you would get.
Yeah, exactly. They'd be like, "Shh, wait, this is like fucked up halfway through, huh? Who cares? They'll eat it up anyway."
Yeah, they have a 2-for-1 deal, and so you put in your card of Flames and a Kings jersey, and then that's like what you get.
It's like, no, you read it wrong. It's a 2-in-1.
Yeah.
I saw somebody else shared. It was like on the website, and it was Seattle Sharks.
Fun.
So it was like the Sharks logo on the chest of the shirt,
Mm-hmm.
but then it had Seattle written on the sleeves. Someone's like, I didn't realize that Seattle picked up 2 teams in the last 2 years.
Yeah. Was there a San Jose Kraken jersey or shirt like somewhere else?
I wonder.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. All right.
Yeah.
The other guy who will not be joining the Ducks on the road trip here coming up this weekend is Troy Terry. We talked about him on the last episode. He had left during the game against St. Louis due to a personal matter after the second period there. Like I said, won't be joining the team on the 3-game road trip here because of the possibility of an early birth for his and his wife's first child that was originally due in May. Troy Terry was quoted in an article from Lisa Dillman today with the OC Register saying, quote, basically some complications have come up and she's okay and the baby's healthy. So that's good.
That's good. Yeah.
Yep. I don't feel the need to dive any further. Lisa Dillman obviously didn't either. I don't think anybody else should be either, right? Just as long as everybody's healthy in that, we're all good. We're all good. So Troy Terry is planning to play the remaining home games this season. There are 4 left on the schedule. And after this road trip as well, there's only going to be 1 road game left as well. So, so we will for sure see Terry. I guess I shouldn't say for sure. Likely see him for the last 4 home games. So,
that makes sense based off of what I know from babies that are born early, or it said possibility of an early birth. So I'm assuming like if they were born early, then like they've got to, be in the hospital in like an incubation, I think is what it's called, like chamber. So like, it would make sense that he would just want to be at home and like be able to quickly go and visit the baby. And if it's not born, then, there was complications, then it's like, okay, I want to be around my wife /
just
unborn baby just to like, be close in case I need to be. So, it makes sense. And like, there's no reason for Troy Terry to play the rest of the season at all. And like, definitely not the away games. If he wants to still do the home games, then sure, by all means.
Do it. And he's still skating with the team, and that he was on he was at practice today skating around and that kind of thing too. So it's more just he's not gonna hit the road just in case there is a birth or that kind of thing. So and he did say as well, I didn't have it in here, but his wife's at home and she's fine. So I know I said that she's fine, but just like the at home, I guess, to add. So really quickly we'll hit the comments here. We got Elle in the chat as well saying hi from Twitch. What's going on?
Hello.
So don't be betting on any Troy Terry stats basically for the next 3 games is what we're saying if you're going to bet on DraftKings Sportsbook. And because you're definitely not going to cash in on those. So not that I think the props would be up anyway, but just on the very, very small chance. So but we wish Troy and his wife all the best, and hopefully a healthy baby is coming. So
absolutely. With all the news now out of the way, before we get to the upcoming games, we will take a quick break for a minute with DraftKings, as Nate already has brought up. Promo code THPN for any bets that are not Troy Terry related for the next 3 games. All yours over at DraftKings Sportsbook. We'll see you guys in just a minute.
The biggest tournament in college basketball is underway, and the action is just getting started on DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps. Right now, new customers can bet just $5 on any pregame moneyline bet and score $150 in bonus bets if your team wins. Plus, combine multiple bets for a shot at an even bigger payout. DraftKings will be featuring parlays and odd boosts all tournament long, so be sure to check out DraftKings Sportsbook every day to see what they have in store. So, what are you waiting for? Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and sign up with the code THPN. Right now, new customers can bet $5 on any pregame moneyline bet and get $150 in bonus bets if your team wins. Again, that's promo code THPN, as in the Hockey Podcast Network, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details.
All right, so yeah, a few upcoming games. Actually, quite a few. Got Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday coming up between now and our next episode. So lots of Ducks hockey to keep everybody excited for the next few days, or, well, maybe not, depending on how you feel about Ducks losses, regardless of the promise of Connor Bedard.
Yeah. Potential promise.
Yeah.
Not guaranteed.
Yeah. So first of the 3-game road trip, I'm assuming it's 3 games and then we're back home. Yes, it is. And then,
Yep.
Okay. First of the 3-game road trip is against the Seattle Sharks or Seattle Kraken. My bad. Hey, call back. Just rolling today. 7 p.m. Pacific time is when you can catch that one. We have played the Seattle Kraken already this season. This will be the final meeting between these two teams. I believe we have played them twice already.
3 times.
I couldn't remember. Has it been 3 times? Yeah, There was the season opener.
There's November 27th. So, let's go in order here. Season opener, the Ducks win 5-4 in overtime.
Right. Remember how hype we were, and we were like, right? Oh man, look at this team, comeback win against the Seattle Kraken. Like, this team shows so much promise and so much grit, and then we went on to get decimated.
Little did we know that we'd be seeing overtime wins until like November only. We also played the Kraken on November 27th, where the Kraken beat us 5-4, and then just earlier this month on the 7th, the Kraken beat us 5-2.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is the winner of this game scores 5 goals.
Yeah, by the looks of it.
Yeah. The Seattle Kraken still currently holding on to that first wild card spot with 88 points in 73 games, which is, although they have 2 games in hand, 7 points back of the third place Edmonton Oilers in the Pacific, and 3 points, and again, 2 games in hand for Seattle, 3 points ahead of the Winnipeg Jets. So they're in an okay position. But obviously, they need to get as many wins as they can to hold on to a playoff spot. They've been okay from what I remember, like over the last stretch of games here. I know they've fallen off a little bit maybe, but I guess you have some numbers. Probably.
Their last 10, 4-4-2. They really like to play on the road this year by the looks of it. Their road record, 24-10-4. However, they're going to be playing at home where they are 16-15-4.
Okay, that's quite a difference.
Yeah.
So, do you have a prediction for this one lined up?
I do feel like this is going to be a Seattle win, right? Like, they're trying to hold on to a playoffs spot, because as much as they're, games in hand and that sort of thing, the playoff push there for the final 2 wildcard spots is interesting, to say the least.
Yeah. There's not room for error, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I feel like out of everything I've seen out of the Kraken this year, there hasn't been too many times where it really has been error that's been the issue, right? It's just
Yeah.
competitive games that they just happen to be on the wrong end of, pretty much.
Mhm.
I'm going to stick with what seems to be tradition here.
Okay.
Seattle's going to get 5, and just to go down the middle for what the losing score is, I'm going to go 5-3 for the Kraken.
Okay. You were on the 5-2 train for a while. You don't want to stay on there?
Nah, I'm going to go 5-3. And watch, the score is going to be 5-2.
Yeah, probably. Oh, trying to reconnect. That's
the Ducks are going to score like that last goal in like the last minute. They're going to be down 5-2, and then they're going to score just one more to make it 5-3. And I'm just going to be like, fuck,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, with the goalie pulled, they'll just like get one with like a second left.
Exactly.
Just lose it.
They tend to do that to me.
Yeah. What do I think? Yeah, I also kind of want to stick with tradition, I guess. Say 5. Yeah, I don't see Anaheim winning this one, so I'll also predict Seattle. And I think that'll look like, I don't know, 5-4 seems high. 5-1 seems low. I don't want to pick the same as you, so I guess that leaves 5-2. Just by process of elimination. There's not a whole lot of thought behind it there. So, yeah, we are playing next, after Seattle, the Edmonton Oilers, 7 p.m. Pacific time for game 2 of that road trip, which is on Saturday. I don't remember if I said that or not. Oilers, as I said when we talked about Seattle, holding on to that 3rd playoff spot in the Western Conference, 7 points ahead of Seattle and just 1 point behind the LA Kings, who have 1 game in hand on Edmonton.
Yeah, the Oilers just steamrolling right now, 8-1-1 in their last 10, and they've definitely enjoyed playing at home this year. 20-12-6 on the season. Currently on a 2-game win streak.
Keep them coming.
Connor McDavid is having a ridiculous season.
Yeah, like
in the best way possible, he's having a ridiculous season.
Yeah.
He's got 143 points.
Yeah, which
the Edmonton Oilers still have
just nuts.
seven games left to play this year.
Yeah, literally needs a point a game to hit 150. And based off his current trajectory, will probably
he'll do that in 3 games.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, and his 143 points are quite a bit ahead of Leon Draisaitl, who's in second with 116, which is also kind of a lot. And Nikita Kucherov is third in points, 104. Also kind of a lot for at like this point in the season. Like it, yeah, it's just absolutely nuts. So,
I am genuinely kind of, I guess not surprised, but am at the same time that the top 3 is not actually filled out by Oilers this year, like for the league points. It goes McDavid 143, Draisaitl 116, Nikita Kucherov of the Tampa Bay Lightning 104.
Yeah,
like again, it's not the players that are there that surprise me, or like just that it is, but at the same time with how some of the players on the Oilers have been doing this year. David Pastrnak at 98 points for the Bruins. Matthew Tkachuk at 97 for the Florida Panthers. And then 96.
At least to me, quietly having a good season. Matt Tkachuk, like in Florida. Like I
don't know if it's really, just because he's
I think it's just our location.
Or what?
Yeah. Like we don't get a lot of Panthers coverage here, but.
Yeah. Mind you, though, the Panthers, I don't believe are in. Yeah, they're fighting for a playoff spot right now. They're a point out of it, but Pittsburgh has a game in hand on them. Anyway, and then you got Ryan Nugent-Hopkins at 96 points on the year there for the Edmonton Oilers. I did have to laugh at one comment I saw on Twitter. So, and like someone's just like, so he's playing up to that first overall potential finally. And I'm like, did you see the Edmonton Oilers for the duration of his time there?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And he wasn't like a first overall like generational talent like a McDavid or something like that.
Yeah.
Right. But I did
still,
have to kind of laugh at the comment though, just like, so he's, you know, actually looking like a first overall forward. Like,
yeah, I mean, it is, you know, it's kind of funny.
I do remember there was a good amount of hype around him as well.
There was, yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
So
anyway,
though, you want to talk about Colorado giving a shit stomping? It's going to be about the same, I think, for this game. I'm just going to go out and predict 5-1 right now for the Oilers.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's fair. You're loving the fives these days.
Fuck it, 6-1.
Okay.
Just to be different. Poor John, poor Lucas, whoever's in net. Sorry. It's nothing against you.
it's how she rolls. I forgot to check the whole back-to-back situation. Yeah, Seattle, nope, they played Minnesota on Monday. We'll play LA on Saturday, so no back-to-back there. Edmonton, LA Thursday, then Anaheim Saturday, and then they won't play again till LA Tuesday, followed by Anaheim Wednesday. So LA Anaheim, fun.
Yep.
And then San Jose, Colorado, San Jose, also fun. We get to see.
We're in that last 10 where you're primarily playing your divisional matchups now.
yeah, no, it makes sense. Yeah, I feel like 1 goal against seems low for this. Just it's how she goes in Edmonton. So I'm gonna say Ducks get 3.
Ooh, all right.
But I'm gonna go wild here. I can just feel it in my bones. 8-3. 8-3 for Edmonton. Yeah.
Your bias showing.
Hey, I gave him 3 goals.
No, I'm kidding. I'm straight up looking at that and I'm going, yeah, that's realistic.
Yeah. When was the last time I predicted 3 goals? Oh, it was against St. Louis. I predicted Anaheim would win 3-1. And they did get 3. They did get 3 goals, to be fair. So my radar's on there. Actually, you know what? I am bang on with how many goals the Ducks are getting for the last 3 games. It's the other teams that I don't know. Because
you're right.
Yeah, you're right. 2 goals against for Winnipeg, which they did. 3 against St. Louis, which I thought they would only allow 1, which was foolish of me. And then 1 against Colorado. So yeah, I'm good. I know this team inside and out. I know how many goals they're going to score on any given night. It's just the goals against that I have trouble with. But you know, maybe Edmonton, I can have it figured out.
Edmonton with 3 if Jack Campbell's in that.
Yeah, which
if it's
we've been seeing a lot of backups lately, so
the 1 feels more like if Skinner's in that.
Potentially, it kind of depends. Skinner's either 1 or like 4. So
yeah,
it makes 3 look like a bad pick, but yeah.
But if it's 4, it's not. As far as I've seen, you've watched a lot more Oilers than I have.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's not usually on.
Not judging any choices here, but
hey,
but
you're next.
It doesn't seem to be necessarily his fault most of the time if it's 4 against.
Yeah, no, okay. You're right. So, 8-3, which I feel bad predicting 8 goals against the Ducks on the Ducks podcast, but I just honestly
feel realistic.
I'm trying to be realistic. Yeah, I did say 6 against Colorado and 7 against Winnipeg, which, so you know, I'm not necessarily playing favorites here, but yeah.
McDavid's like, I'm gonna hit 150 against the Ducks.
Yeah. I mean, that's only 4 points.
He's gonna go pointless. He's gonna go pointless against LA here, and then he's gonna rack up 7 out of the 8 there.
Yeah.
7 points out of the 8 goals total. So
yeah. Okay. Lastly here, we have a game on Sunday. So the second half of a back-to-back in Alberta against the Calgary Flames. 6 p.m. Pacific time is when you can catch that game on Sunday. So touch earlier, little sneak earlier than normal, at least for Anaheim.
Yeah.
So, yeah, how are the Flames doing?
6 Pacific.
It does say 6 Pacific.
All right, I think that should be 5 Pacific. My bad.
Yes, you're correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
5
6 our
Pacific.
time. Yeah,
5 Pacific. 5 Pacific.
5 Pacific. Okay, if you show up at 6
5
Pacific,
Pacific.
you've missed
5
the first period.
Pacific.
Yeah.
On Sunday, the Anaheim Ducks take on the Calgary Flames. 5 Pacific.
What's the Drake meme? Looks like 6 Pacific. It's like this. 5 Pacific. You're like, yeah. How was that?
Oh dear God. Okay.
I want you to make that a meme for social media.
All right. So good.
No, you don't have to. But.
I'm going to now.
Okay.
I'm going to, and I'm making a note of it right now.
Okay. Sounds good.
I have a case study I should be working on tonight, but I'm gonna watch The Mandalorian and then I'm gonna make that a meme.
Perfect. Yeah. Just tell everybody the case study is to make a meme. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I don't think my HR prof is going to take that as an assignment.
Unless your HR prof is a meme lord.
I don't think he is, to be honest with you.
You never know. You never know. Anyways, what is it? 5? Yeah, 5 Pacific is when we'll play Calgary on Sunday. And the Flames are doing how? Please enlighten us.
A lot better than earlier. They are not actually making me want to send Daryl Sutter back to the farm currently. I still want to send him back to the farm, but it's just a touch less. Flames are 5-3-2 in their last 10. And at home, they are 18-15-4 on the season.
Okay.
I will say, though, if the Anaheim Ducks are able to take them to overtime, I think I said this last time the Calgary and Anaheim played. If the Ducks can take the Flames to overtime, Ducks win. It's going to happen. So.
Yeah, that's fair. Flames currently in the hunt for the last wild card position. They have 83 points in 75 games played, just 2 points back of the Winnipeg Jets, same amount of games played. Nashville is just behind them, but by 1 point, but with 2 games in hand. And yeah, the Jets making it just so easy for any other team to take that wild card spot from them. They are just dropping games like they're free candy at a parade. It's just here you go. Here's points. Here we don't care anymore. It's wild.
I don't know if you've seen any of Rick Bonus's interviews lately.
No, I haven't.
Dude is pissed.
Oh yeah, I mean, fuck, I would be too. I'm pretty sure they were first in the Central, like at one point this year for like a good chunk of time, and then something happened, and they just began to suck ass. And now here they are clinging on for dear life.
I think in the last week he's called out the team for like lack of effort like twice in the last week.
I'm not surprised. They lost 3-0 to San Jose the other night. Like, who does that? Like, I know, like, who are we to talk, right? We're Anaheim. We're right down there with them.
We didn't get shut out. We didn't get shut out by the Sharks. How about that?
Yeah, right? That's nuts. Like who does that? What was that? James Reimer's first shutout? Like, in the, like, well, I mean, he's been decent in his career before, but that's got to be like his first shutout all year.
Oh, easily.
We're good boys in teal. Give me James Reimer stats just to make me feel better about the Ducks. Yeah, no, there's no way. I just saw his goals against average. Yeah. So his record in 38 games played, 11, 18, and 8, a 3.31 goals against average, and an 895 save percentage. And for some reason, NHL.com thinks I don't give a shit about shutouts. Oh, here we go. I just got to scroll down to career stats. Shutouts. Oh, no, he's had 3 this season. What? How do you have that bad of numbers and 3 shutouts? That's nuts. Okay, so we got 1 against Winnipeg, 1 against Seattle in February. Okay. And 1 against Philly in October. Okay. Now everything's coming together. But yeah. Anyways, I was like, what? We're not playing the Sharks anytime soon. Why are we talking about the Sharks? But yeah, playoff implications. That's why.
Yeah.
So, anyways, just like the Seattle Kraken, I think the Flames have a lot to play for. We're going to see the best version that this team has to offer. And with that in mind, do you have a score prediction?
So to give everybody a heads up right now, and I think I've kind of given this anyway. If the Flames win this game, I'm doubly happy because the Flames get a win. They actually get closer to making the playoffs where they should be. Yep. And the Ducks lose and get them one step closer to potentially Connor Bedard.
Where they should be. So
if the Ducks win this game, it's the opposite, and I'm going to be doubly pissed off at both teams.
So what are the hockey gods going to give you on this Sunday evening? Are they going to say, fuck you in particular, you get a double loss, apparently? Or do they grace you with 2 wins? Or are you going to be optimistic, I guess, that they'll give
I'd like to think that they've been gracing me as of late with 5 games in a row for the Ducks losing and the Flames winning their last 2 games. I think they're gonna grace me. I'm gonna go with a 4-2 win for the Calgary Flames.
Okay. That's very bold of you to assume that the hockey gods will continue to grace you. This might just be
they're gonna grace me until the Flames make the playoffs, get in, and then they're gonna get shit on.
That's fair.
By either the Vegas Golden Knights or the Minnesota Wild, and right now it looks like the Vegas Golden Knights. So yeah.
Great. Yeah. I see. This might just be the traumatized hockey fan in me.
This will then be filled with absinthe.
Yeah. This might be the traumatized hockey fan in me, but as soon as things start going good for any team that I cheer for, I just want to pull the rug out from underneath myself, and I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, if they're gonna lose this next game, like 9-0, I just know it. Like that's what happens. So I just go in with like the lowest of expectations.
Not within this conversation necessarily at all, but man, imagine the rug pull from Boston if they're out in the first round.
Oh God. I don't think Boston exists anymore after that.
For any team, okay, sure, but for Boston specifically this year with how they're doing.
Yeah, it's going to be the Boston Tea Party, but with Bruins jerseys if the Bruins lose out in the first round. But also because the hockey gods are cruel and unkind, they're going to get swept by whatever team squeaks into the final wildcard spot. So
it is the end of March. And the Boston Bruins have, and they've had this for a few games already, have already clinched the division.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they're only a game away from clinching like the President's Trophy.
Oh, not surprising. They have 10 more wins than the Hurricanes in second place.
Yep.
Like, it's not even close. So, yeah, that's not surprising at all.
16 points up on second spot. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's just disgusting, man. It's awful.
Their home record, like their away record is pretty good. 27-8-2. That's pretty damn good, obviously.
Yeah.
Their home record in particular, though, 34-3.
Yeah.
Holy.
That's just dumb.
And their next game is against the Blue Jackets.
Dude, a 34-3 record gives them what, 63 points, right? So like just their home record alone. Just their home record alone is better than the Anaheim Ducks.
Holy fuck.
Their home record alone at 63 points is better than, just the bottom 4 teams in the league. Anaheim, San Jose, Chicago, and Columbus. But like, come on.
That's hilarious.
That's nuts.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's just absolute chaos. This Calgary
Fuck the Boston Bruins.
game,
that's hilarious.
Yeah. What do I want to do? As I said before, I'm never going to predict a Calgary win. It's just not in my blood. So I'm going to say 3-2 Anaheim.
I was going to predict that your prediction was going to be 2-1. So I actually got pretty close there.
There you go. Yeah. Get a bonus gold star for that one.
Thank you. Thank you.
So yeah, that's those are our predictions. Those are the 3 upcoming games we got between now and the next episode. And yeah, I guess speaking of upcoming games, the San Diego Gulls have.
I didn't even pull up what the upcoming games were for them.
Oh yeah, do they have upcoming games? I feel like
Yes,
the
they do.
season's almost over. They do.
They still have a few games coming up here.
Okay.
Give me just a second, and I will be able to pull that up.
Okay. While you do that, you should also pull up, or I can pull up. Doesn't really matter to me how the game against the Tucson Roadrunners is.
I got it right
currently
here.
Playing out. Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah. So we are in 10 seconds, halfway through the game against the Tucson Roadrunners. While we're recording, and the San Diego Gulls are up 4-2.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Liking that.
Gage Alexander in it, our boy.
Let me.
He better be.
See, will it show me? By the looks of it, yes. Alexander is in net.
Nice.
He was also in net on Friday, taking on the Calgary Wranglers. I was fortunate enough to win tickets that game, actually, so I drove up to Calgary and took in that game. Alexander did play really good, and I shared a highlight on the TQR Twitter account of absolute robbery that he made on one of the Wranglers players. I don't even remember who the shooter was. You know, a save is good when the home rink will show that highlight on the Jumbotron.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
That's when you know a save was damn good.
Yeah.
Right? Is when they show that. So, Alexander played really well, but the score unfortunately doesn't make it look that way. Where the Calgary Wranglers picked up a 6-0 win. Lucas Dostal's co-MVP of the All-Star game for the AHL, Dustin Wolf, picking up his league-leading 7th shutout of the season.
Damn. Well, that was, for sure, two of those have come against San Diego.
And that was his 50th game played this season.
Oh,
so
wow.
what's that percentage-wise?
7 out of 50.
So 14%.
Yeah.
Of Dustin Wolf's games this year that he's played have been shutouts.
Christ, that's good.
Yeah,
that's pretty good, I think.
Yeah. And then the Gulls played Calgary again in Calgary on the Sunday, where it was a bit of a closer matchup, but unfortunately the Gulls fall 3-2 in overtime to the Wranglers in that game. Currently, they are 19-43-1-1. If this Tucson game holds up, they'll be 20-43-1-1. But again, we don't know it at the moment, and we'll be done the show before the game is done. Top 5 players for points heading into tonight's game against Tucson. Braden Tracy, 27 points. Bo Grew has 33. Michael Del Zotto on the back end has 25 in 32 games with the San Diego Gulls this year. Man, he is doing really good, like production-wise on the back end there.
Yeah.
Nicholas Brouillard's got 38 points in 64 games, and then Dylan Sakura, with 9 games under his belt now for the Gulls, has 6 points, 38 on the season. So
nice.
Yeah.
Just as well, sorry, going back to Dustin Wolf, 3 of his 7 shutouts have come against San Diego.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I love it.
2 of them in back-to-back games against San Diego in early December, the one of them being the one that we went to, and then the most recent one. And then his other shutouts, one against Tucson, one against Ontario. Actually, I think 2 against Ontario. No, sorry, just one. One against Abbotsford and one against San Jose. So 5 of his 7 shutouts have also come against California teams.
Damn.
So he hates California. Actually, wait. Birthplace. Tustin, CA. Is that California?
Yeah, it's California. Yeah, he's a California kid.
Okay, so he loves California so much that he puts up shutouts against them.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Oh.
Sorry, continue.
Speaking of goalies and loving playing where they are and that kind of thing, we'll run through the goalie stats and then talk about something here really quickly because we talked about Lucas Dostal for a quick second there.
Mhm.
Ole Eriksson Ek has a 4.81 goals against average, an 852 save percentage in 20 games this year. Gage Alexander, who it looks like has taken the net at this point, has a 298 goals against average, a 900 flat save percentage in 12 games this season. While he may not be a Gull for the rest of the season, and I would
Probably his
assume
career.
the rest of his career, that doesn't stop from the bobbleheads from being given out on April 8th is fan appreciation night at San Diego Gulls game against the Calgary Wranglers. They're going to be handing out some Lucas Dostal bobbleheads. If anybody happens to be able to get another one of these besides, like the one that you'll get when you walk through the door, I would absolutely love to add one of these to my collection. I will pay for shipping. Just throwing that out there.
Basically, if you're going to the game and you're taking your kid along and you don't like your kid, instead of giving the second bobblehead to your kid, give it to Nate.
Exactly.
That's what he's trying to
Those do look pretty cool though.
Yeah, those are all right.
And personally, I appreciate the attention to detail as well in like the jersey and the pads especially.
Are those actually his pads? Like his
like the design wise, yeah. So
nice.
I appreciate it. I very much appreciate it.
Yeah, it's very easy to just slap white pads on there, or just or
just like take the colors and just paint something on there, right? Yeah. So
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's what's going on in San Diego. Oh, we've got the music again. We're gonna do it now. Okay. That is live footage of Nate when he sees the bobbleheads.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yep.
now for some more annoying sounds.
Yeah, now play the other birds. So also kind of at last minute, because I had forgotten about this, I changed up in the script what we were going to look at for What's Quacking this week, because this is too good to pass up. If you're on the Ducks subreddit at any point, you might have seen this within the last week here. This is coming from user, I think it was Barefoot Brewer.
You make a boo
Barefoot
in the
Brewer.
outline.
I think I might have, just as I'm looking at it, but otherwise it's Barefoot_Brewer on Reddit. Had posted in the Anaheim Ducks subreddit asked Bing to generate a quote a photorealistic image of Wild Wing riding a Tyrannosaurus Rex through a frozen wasteland. End quote. And I guess I'll be seeing this in my nightmares, is what the caption says. Wow.
That's something.
That does technically match the description. It's a frozen wasteland. You can see, like the palm trees in the back. Even I appreciate the palm trees too.
It's a good touch.
But the
shades of NHL 23.
Yeah, but the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Dinosaurs. It has been more discovered that they're not necessarily as related to like alligators or that kind of thing, or lizards, more birds. But it's still very off-putting, like the straight up bird feet on this. I'm not even gonna call it a T-Rex because that's not what it is.
It's like a duck Rex.
Kinda, yeah. It's got blades on its feet as well.
Yeah,
they're just like part of its foot. It's at least got like kind of the feathers on it, right? It's like a duck beak, but it's not like beak, it's more flesh. So there's the teeth and that kind of thing. You got what looks to be Wild Wing riding it, but I'm only seeing one head.
Yeah, so it's like the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, but ducks themed. Like if the if
Like,
Disney
there's
redid the
Wild
Legend of
Wings.
Sleepy Hollow like after the success of Mighty Ducks as like a Halloween Christmas type special,
Yeah.
this is what they would have come out with.
Like Wild Wing's body is there. The like duck Tyrannosaurus is there, but like it's two bodies, one head. It's the weirdest
Yeah.
like Siamese twin thing I have ever seen in my life.
I've been trying to convince my brain that we just can't see Wild Wing's head behind the quote T-Rex, but the perspective is off for that to be the case.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's two bodies connected to one head. Not even connected to the same neck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just it's
yeah,
something.
it's something to say the least.
Yeah.
If you're just listening to this, please go find it on Reddit. Like it's within the last week, or you can pull it up on our YouTube channel because we are showing it there. Yeah, this is something.
Which we might get taken down for showing this on YouTube. This is not safe for kids at all. Not that our channel is, but like there's probably some rule somewhere that you can't have this.
No, we're fine. Yeah, like don't get me wrong, there's been some cool AI artwork that I have seen that makes me go like, yeah, I'm kind of scared about this just for the sake of fellow artists and that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But then I do see things like this and I'm like, we're safe and
we're safe for now. Yeah, there's still time. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple things where you're just like, yeah, the code needs to be worked out a little bit because while this does follow the description, it's not quite what I meant.
Yeah, it's yeah, by definition it is a piece of art and it does contain a T-Rex and Wild Wing in a frozen wasteland, but like there's some stuff that would be needed to be done before this becomes like say a wallpaper somewhere, or printed for your house maybe.
Yeah,
if you wanted.
What's really scary as well is like how high def this is.
Oh yeah, no,
like,
that's some 4K stuff.
Like,
there's a little compression going on there, but
yeah,
I think that's like Reddit compression. Like it's probably like some good 4K, maybe even 8K like rendering. It's good.
Like it is fairly decent going into it. But like you like there's the blades there. Like what the fuck? The fuck?
I mean, if you were a T-Rex in a frozen wasteland, you would want blade feet, so you gotta adapt to survive.
Like you're getting chased by a T-Rex and oh man, okay, I don't even, I've just seen them on TikTok, but there's these guys playing this game and they happen to get chased by a T-Rex in this game. And they're like, jump in the water, the T-Rex can't swim or something like that, and they jump in the water and they're going away, and they're like, the one guy's just like, okay, like I think we lost it. He turns around and the T-Rex is in the water swimming like at them, like even closer than it was, and he just instantly screams, just like the reaction of it basically.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, that would be terrifying. Now imagine you're running away and you're like, the T-Rex is gonna slip on the ice, don't worry, and then you just look back and the T-Rex is skating on it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we're fucked. All right, but just might as well stop.
Yeah, it's like doing crossovers on a turn to come at you. Yeah. Like it knows what it's doing.
The T-Rex is just like, man, if I was alive and like had actually been able to, if somebody like some parent didn't like buy me off the team, basically like pay the coach to not have me on the team, I would have made the fucking NHL.
Yeah. Yeah, the T-Rex is such a good skater that not only does it do crossovers when it turns, it also glides into the hit so as not to piss off the, I don't know, pterodactyl referees. Yeah, I feel like pterodactyls would be referees.
Yeah. It'd be,
frozen.
I feel like it'd be them or like, no, it'd be like brachiosauruses or something like that, like the long necks.
Yeah, no, there's lots of refs out there with long necks. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. I am not one of them. But.
No, definitely not. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's what I got for you for what's quacking this week.
Perfect. Yeah, we started off the rails. We had some coherent thoughts in the middle, and then we ended off the rails, just as we always do on this podcast. So,
exactly.
Yeah. Well, if people want to sue you for fueling their nightmares, well, yeah, actually, you know what? We'll both take responsibility. You can do that at Quack Report Pod on whatever social media platform your lawyer currently serves lawsuits with. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, even Twitch or YouTube, maybe. I don't know, but we're there live streaming on Wednesdays.
Luckily, we're in good hands. You work with, like, you know some lawyers yourself, kind of.
That's
thing.
true.
So I think we're in good hands. Luckily,
yeah. No, but if people want to, I guess message you and say fuck the Flames, but also I hope they win because Connor Bedard. Where can they do that at?
You can do that on Twitter at Tatenamas, TATENHOMAS.
Perfect. And if you want to tweet at me or DM me, fuck the Oilers, but I hope that they win because Connor Bedard, you can do that at Carter_Potts, POTTS_97 on Twitter. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Again, we got 3 games to look forward to this week. It'll be a good weekend. Have a good one and go Ducks go. Or not Ducks. I don't know. Go Bedard.